Oh, hello! I'm Bob Parsons of Polarity Products. I'm joined here today by Stephen James, who you may remember from our reaction videos. Probably not though, because I doubt you've watched them. You also have Aiden Hadlington, who you may remember from the Polarity playthroughs. I swear the next one will be up soon. Who are you? Of course, it's Harry Potter.
I'm John, goddammit!
What are you doing in this house? Right.
Ah!
No, we didn't really throw him out because we need him. And last but not least, someone you won't have seen before, Adam Tatler.
Hello there.
As you've probably worked out from the title of the video, today we're going to be trying Crystal Pepsi, which is very rare and unique in England because it was only made in America, and that was back in 1992. Everyone would like to take a Crystal Pepsi. This is the first and last time you will ever hold on to this in your life.
Possibly.
Unless they bring it back.
You never know.
And bring it back in England, because I'm not paying for this again.
I'm suggesting
Got shipped over from America.
Bleeding 16 quid.
16. Wait, you guys paid?
Per bottle.
16 quid a bottle.
Look at the size of the thing.
It's just
A bit small, isn't it?
591
I was really hoping a 2 litre bottle,
Yeah,
but you know.
591 mil. Look at the size of that.
We could have
about the facts.
10 of these bad boys a day.
Anyway, enough poncing about. Shall we drink, fuckers?
Yeah.
Of course we would. I am expecting this to be underwhelming and taste exactly like Pepsi.
Well, I expect
I can't open the lid. Is anyone else experiencing this problem?
Nope, because I've already shown mine.
Right, here we go.
Go to Google.
How to open up
How to
Crystal
open
Pepsi.
a bottle of pop.
Smells like it.
Anyway, guys.
Smells, that just smells like lemonade.
Chars.
Well, I don't know if you've noticed, but I've laid out glasses for you all.
I was thinking
You.
cheers anyway.
Ah.
That just
Lovely
smells like
bouquet.
Pepsi.
Yeah, it's a good
That's
bouquet.
not
Yeah,
plain.
Good colour.
There we are.
So clear, but where's the crystals?
A black country one. I hope your ear rolls turn into arseholes and shit all over your shoulders.
To that.
Other people are celebrating our choice. Anyway, let's do this properly or not at all. Good colour. Good colour.
Nice bubbles.
There we are. The bubbles, the bubbles.
Oh, the bouquet.
It's weird though, because
That's lemonade.
It looks like lemonade. It smells like lemonade, but it tastes
But
like
brother,
nothing. It ain't lemonade.
it's basically it's Pepsi with the shit taken out of it. So I expected it to just be like a weaker Pepsi, but it smells stronger than a normal Pepsi.
It really smells the same to me. Then again, I don't have
smells
Pepsi that
stronger.
often.
It smells like Pepsi, but like a more potent Pepsi
Yeah.
smell. It's weird.
More
I
virile.
expected it to be more mild rather than.
Well, guys,
You
cheers.
can definitely smell the sugar in it though.
I thought you tasted it then.
No,
No.
my nose in it.
Well, that's the thing. The misconception back when this was first advertised in the 90s was that it was a healthier, sugar-free drink, but it wasn't. It's still packed full of sugar. Just
The way we like it.
I'll be still here watching this.
I may be incorrect about this, but as far as I remember, I believe that normal Pepsi has more sugar than this, but this still has more sugar than, say, a Diet Pepsi. So this is basically your semi-skimmed. I would have assumed that how this is basically going to be is like with semi-skimmed. Not quite as tasty as whole milk, but better than skimmed. I feel like this is going to be that way with normal Pepsi. Like, still really nice, but maybe not as good as a normal Pepsi, but still, you know, I want to try it just for the gimmick.
I
But
think this is going to
I'm just hoping that this is really nice because I've spent less money on wine.
but the thing,
Yes, you've told us how much it cost already.
the thing I was about to say though is my original thought was that that was what it was going to be, like the halfway between. Whereas now that I've smelt it, it smells stronger. I'm thinking, will the taste reflect that?
I think the taste is probably good.
But, well, there's only one way to find out, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Cheers.
To your good health.
Try not to spill a drop.
Right, this price.
Tastes like Pepsi.
Yeah.
There's a different feel to it.
There is, yeah.
It's like
smoother.
yeah.
I don't know.
So
Yeah.
much smoother. But
Less acidic.
Yeah. Even though it
I mean, it's still got that natural Pepsi tang, but just it's like what
like
I
it's
said. It is
added
actually,
with lemonade.
I think it is like what I said, like basically Pepsi but milder, perhaps. There is one way to test for sure. I bought everyone a control Pepsi.
pass them along the bus.
Yeah. That's right, we've turned this into a scientific experiment. We now have control Pepsis.
Demonstrate the controls.
Standard bottle of Pepsi.
Nothing different. No bottom.
Before we continue with the drinking of the Pepsi, I just want to say we are not at all sponsored by Pepsi.
However, if Pepsi
We're sponsored
do
by
want to
Coca-Cola.
sponsor us, we will happily take the endorsement.
We're sponsored by Coca-Cola. This is shit.
It doesn't have to be a 2-Coke system.
RC Cola.
Where's the love, man? Where's the love?
We're sponsored by Roller Cola.
Yeah, we are in no way sponsored or endorsed by them. We haven't been paid to do this. We just like Pepsi.
If they do,
But if they do want to, by all means.
Get in touch. I just wanted to try it for the gimmick. So that's why we've done this. Also, not many British people get the chance to, so it's
Unless
like
you
a
import.
historic event. It's like a historic event. So
Cheers again, guys.
the comparison drink. We won't. We're not going to bother with champagne flutes with these ones.
We don't have enough
Just
set
out the
up.
bottle.
You're supposed to drink the other one, Steve.
I wanted this one in my mouth to sample.
That is a good idea.
I'm going to do it the other way around. I'm going to try the Pepsi and then the Crystal and compare.
And then I'm going to
each
drink.
to their own, I suppose. I don't want to sound like snobbish or anything, but I prefer the Crystal Pepsi. I prefer the Crystal Pepsi. It doesn't leave the
No, I actually.
Yeah,
agree.
the coating sort of.
yeah. You
Yeah.
get that a coating across your
Yeah, you-
teeth and tongue. And
Yeah, you get the same thing with Pepsi and with Coca-Cola, don't you? It's like when you've tasted it, the aftertaste lingers in your mouth for a bit. It's not unpleasant, but it's there.
I wouldn't say it's.
And you don't really get
aftertaste.
that. You don't really get that. Well, it's there after you've tasted it.
It's
So it's
more,
an
it's
aftertaste.
more of a texture. I get a texture across my tongue
Oh.
and teeth.
That's what
He
you're talking
prefers
about.
Crystal.
Yeah.
I do know what you're on about. Sort of like you can scrape your teeth together and feel the grittiness.
It's like
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
it makes
They
your
feel like
teeth
rubber to me
yeah,
whenever that
fluffy.
happens.
yeah, it's you do get that.
I prefer the
you don't
Crystal.
get that with the Crystal though. That is true.
I'm preferring the Crystal.
The Crystal does taste nice.
I think the standard Pepsi has a better flavour though.
Yeah.
I think it's the same flavour.
No,
The same flavour as it always has.
I think it's because we associate the colour with the taste, and that's why I think this would be. I think it's a different flavour because you're associating it with the colour,
So you're looking at it and thinking that you're drinking lemonade.
and that might be to do with it.
Well, there's only one way to find out properly.
No, the,
Let him do it. This is for
Yeah.
science.
Yeah.
I was going to suggest blindfolding it.
They both taste the same.
No,
That didn't solve anything.
I was going to suggest blindfolding you.
Go on then.
What? And see which
I got
one,
the
what,
scarf.
if you can tell the difference. Then
Right.
it means.
Where's the bar?
That's mine. No. Hold.
Yeah. Yeah.
I swear I thought I was going to drop that.
We're actually doing a blindfold experiment.
Now there's oak. Berries.
Cherry?
Is it more difficult to tell when you're blindfolded?
I don't know. I've only had one so far.
Okay, this is the other glass now.
Actually, that does taste different. That tastes, I don't know, stronger.
Which
in
one's
a
that
way.
one?
Which one would you say?
I'd say this one's the Pepsi and the other one's the Crystal, but I'm not
Spot on.
100%
Yeah, yeah.
Am I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me have a look.
What? You didn't believe us?
No. I actually thought a genuine thing. That's got like a sharper taste to it.
This is gonna sound really weird because
That's so I can have my glass back.
this is the way it was advertised back in the 90s, and I always thought it was just a stupid phrasing based on the colour alone. But as I actually taste it, The Crystal does seem to taste purer.
Pardon me.
It's a weird way to describe it, because when they say, you know, pure in the advert, you think, oh, that's just the colour, nothing to do with the taste. But it does have a sort of purer taste to it.
It does. Like,
Cleaner.
literally, I've just downed a whole glass of the regular Pepsi.
And now you want to vomit.
Yes. Sorry.
It's okay, it's his he wasted.
Get out. Point out. It
Right,
is
and
not-
this is... Ah! We're going to chuck you out now for a second time.
I can't believe you just did that.
I just wasted some Crystal Pepsi.
If only this was live.
60p down the drain.
It's just the way he
What's that? Come here.
I think it was more than 60p.
I can't believe you did that.
I can't. I just wasted my drink.
That's why I've kept mine sealed.
If it
It was in the glass.
if it was a cheap ass lemonade, I still wouldn't believe you just did that because it was stupid.
You wasted a drink.
I'm gonna have a little bit more.
Same here.
I already have.
Yeah, you were right, innit?
Anyway, what was I saying before I messed
I'm not
up
going to
now?
drink it all. I'm going to save some for later because of how expensive it was. I want to
No.
go slow and enjoy it.
I remember
One
what
thing
I remembered what I was going to say
Like the
before.
more expensive whores.
I remembered what I was going to say before. So when I had a whole more mouthful of the
Don't say Pepsi.
Which one you on about?
the regular Pepsi, this one you wanted to say the dark Pepsi. I did actually.
You went- you went-
I heard you.
Hello.
I went dark.
dark side.
The nigger Pepsi.
You've got to cut that out.
That's what we cut out.
Bleep it now. Nigger. N-E-G.
Oh!
Oh, thank God.
Sorry, that's not what I heard.
That's probably not what they heard.
Crystal Penumbra.
He's going to waste some of his.
I did not hear nigger. I heard a different one. But that was my fault, my hearing.
Well, we'll watch it through the camera.
Racist
and
mind
we'll
is
see.
a racist kind.
We'll watch it back, and if it sounded racist, you won't see this part of the video.
The regular Pepsi, when you actually take a large mouthful rather than just doing sips like we've been doing, right? You can actually taste it's stronger
I
than
could
that.
taste it even with the sip. It seemed very clear to me. It's not necessarily that it's got a stronger taste. They both have that same taste, but
Yeah,
the
I
Pepsi
haven't.
also seems to have
Don't do it again.
more flavouring in it. Like there's
Yeah,
something else
talking to
besides what's in the crystal. I think you can actually taste the shit that goes into it to make it brown.
We might be saying
Because
this.
if you put shit in things, it does tend to make it brown.
One thing that's going to annoy me through this is that
You've seen yourself.
the fact that you've been drinking lemonade and we've had the proper stuff.
the thing that annoys me is that I know I'm never going to be able to drink this again.
Not if
But you have. You've got
Not
the
if
rest of
you
the bottle
leave
left.
that.
Yes, I do have the rest
You do
of
have
the
more.
bottle.
Which
But
just you
once
just
that bottle's gone, I'm never going to be able to try this again.
Always get
And
some
I'm
Pepsi
going to
and
have to
lemonade
go
and mix
back
it
to
together.
drinking this.
and what's wrong with that?
I don't like this now. I don't enjoy it. It doesn't
What?
taste as nice. And I prefer
Do you
this
mean now as in this part of your life, or do you mean because of the crystal?
because of the crystal? The
Really?
crystal tastes so much better.
Sorry about that. Due to technical difficulties, we cut off, but we're back and we're going to carry on where we left off.
Than this Pepsi in my hand. I
Regular
really,
Pepsi.
really prefer the crystal.
Dark one. Mm.
The crystal to me tastes so much more pure. It doesn't leave such an odd taste in your mouth.
I
afterwards.
think because clearly you can taste all the flavourings that go into this to make it brown.
Yeah.
It's not like this is a stronger taste. The taste that's in that is in this as the same strength, but there's added tastes to it, and you can taste those with it. I think if this had all those tastes remaining but didn't leave the sort of film inside your mouth, then this could potentially be better. But because this does leave your mouth feeling a lot cleaner after you've drunk it, it just seems more refreshing.
I've got to drink it out of the bottle at least.
Oh
What about saving
At least once.
Yeah, go on
Just
then,
the
guys.
experience of bottle drinking.
Another toast. Another toast before we do it.
To the crystal.
To the crystals.
To the bottles.
Because it's so much different drinking out of the bottle than it is drinking out of the teat. I see you trying not to laugh with the bottles in your mouth.
This tastes worse now.
How about you, John? Were you bottle fed or were you flute fed?
No, I
Nice.
definitely prefer.
I prefer it out of flute.
I think it tastes nicer actually.
I prefer the Crystal.
I mean, to be honest, I was the only one.
It's difficult to tell. I
did
think.
a blind experiment. Like you guys could have tried it.
We
believe you. Yeah,
we believe you. You were the only one up for it.
I didn't really.
I was up for it, but I just thought everyone else might like to have a go.
I didn't really need to try the blindfold experiment. I can clearly taste the difference between the two.
Yet it is still subtle. The difference is subtle. It's more to do with feel and
Yeah, it's about the mouthfeel.
yeah.
There's a lot about the texture. I mean, there is a difference in taste in the fact that this has added flavours in it, and that's a lot more difficult to pick up on. But the texture, you can feel it completely. This just feels a lot cleaner, whereas a regular Pepsi, it does leave that sort of film in your mouth.
And we've lost a little bit of light there.
That leaves the inside of your mouth feeling a bit rougher. Like John said before, it's like rubbing rubber together.
Yeah, your teeth get like, very soft.
Yeah, you can scrape your
Especially
teeth together
here.
and you feel it.
I
Yeah,
think it's
especially in the
to do
back.
as well with the fizz. This seems to be more fizzy than this. This has the fizziness of a lemonade compared to this.
Well, it
which
depends
is-
on the lemonade you have, really.
This seems to be a lot more fizzy than the Crystal, and it just feels nicer in your mouth.
This is an
To be fair, though-
off-subject note.
To be fair, this was given.
The only subject we're talking about today is Pepsi.
No, it's not
Hang
like
on,
that.
while we're still on the topic of the fizziness, this was a one-time limited release this year, which were probably all released at the same time, and this is coming up to the
They go
end
up in
of its
levels.
use-by date.
They go up in levels.
Which one was mine?
That one's yours.
Yeah, this is coming to the end of its use-by date, whereas
No,
this was
sorry.
purchased the other day in a shop by us. So this is probably fresher than the Crystal, which
That's
could
the higher
explain the fizziness.
Just started Stephen. Thank you.
So you
ever
don't
so
think
much.
that could be playing
It
havoc
could
with the
be.
taste? 'Cause
No.
it could be that it could be.
It's still
Plus,
in
how many-
date. It's still in
How many
date.
bleeding miles did it travel? And yes, those delivery men, they aren't careful.
And then we're just going to cut to a scene from a film of
Ace Ventura.
yeah, where he's got his
I
shaking
like how I knew
box.
what scene you're on about.
Yeah.
Well, all you got was
All I said was.
all you got was
That's how-
Ace Ventura.
I know
That's
exactly.
how well connected we are. We're such good friends.
Yeah, so.
Right, so really,
Oh,
Crystal
charming.
Pepsi, worth it.
It was worth it.
It was, I think,
It was an experience nonetheless.
well, yeah, I think this was worth the one-time £16 spend because it's something we won't experience again, and it was nice. I think if it was released genuinely forevermore, then you wouldn't spend £16 on it continuously, especially for a bottle this size. But I think if it was released at the same price as these are in
I'd
stores,
have
I'd rather have the Crystal.
I'd
Mm,
rather
definitely.
have the Crystal.
Definitely. Definitely.
So
I
please,
think it's
please
weird.
bring
The
Crystal back.
To England.
Yeah.
Bring it back to England.
Back to England.
Well, no,
Bring it back to England for the
No,
first
he said
time.
bring it. He said
Bring it
definitely.
back.
He said
To our
definitely bring it
moors
back.
and heaths.
And I went yeah, and to England.
Because it's never going to come back, is it?
Yeah, but it was never in
It
England.
was
to
never here in the
begin with.
first place. It was
To be
all
fair,
about
I meant
America.
in general.
To
Bring
be
it
fair,
back.
it did come out in 2016 for a one-time limited release, and now it's come out in 2017 for a one-time limited release. So, if we're any lucky, they'll do another one-time limited release next year.
I like these odds.
And we'll try it again then.
Not for £16. But,
I think that if it was released in this country, I know I'd definitely prefer to drink the Crystal. I'd rather drink it because I know that it doesn't have all the flavourings, the colourants, and I think that's going to be healthier. Even if it does have,
it's not
more
a
sugar.
healthy drink, but it's healthier than this.
Yeah, because it doesn't have the other crap that can stain your insides, and I think it's also.
It actually has apparently double the amount of sugar.
Was it?
69 and 28.
69.
It does. It's going to kill us.
Was I drawing in?
Serving size, one bottle.
No, what it says.
Yeah, look. Serving size one bottle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you have more in that one than you have in
One
this
thing
one.
I have
You
noticed.
have to understand though, this is a bigger sized bottle, so you're taking that into account.
Yeah.
Not only
the-
that, but it is a one-time limited release, so they probably made the bottle sizes so you could get more into it.
They
Or
also
maybe
seem to have-
in America they go off of fluid ounces instead of millilitres like we do.
Yeah,
I didn't notice that.
Imperial. The nutrition facts as well I find quite entertaining. Compared to the British bottle, which has the energy, the fat, breaking down into the saturates, carbohydrates, the sugars. This has just got fat, sodium, carbohydrates and protein. It doesn't
And
have
also,
the same
I
level
have
of
to say that this
information.
has just 91 millilitres more than this bottle. It looks so much nicer.
Yeah, I
Brad,
It's the label, isn't it?
it's the label. It's got to be the label.
Do you think, like,
Again, sorry about the fireworks.
the American bottle, do you think they're all shaped like this? And ours are just like that? Because unfortunately, I've never bought a Pepsi from America, so I don't know if their bottles are exactly the same or like this.
What, and it's just a special with the crystal?
Yeah.
I genuinely don't know.
Doesn't
Any
it-
American watchers, please help us.
To be-
Thank
to
you
be
for
fair,
still watching.
knowing, like, well, not
God
knowing
bless
personally, but
Mr. Pepsi.
you know, knowing what the Americans are like with their consumables, they're probably all as fat as this.
Also, there's a
Not the
difference.
Americans, but their drinks.
There's a
The
difference
Americans
in the
themselves are
ingredients
fatter.
as well. There's a difference in the ingredients.
Except for the ones who aren't. I've covered my
This
ass.
contains
but
Basically the ones in LA.
this contains fructose corn syrup, where this doesn't, and also this has citric acid, and this one isn't.
another thing I'm thinking as well is that Americans are notorious for their pops being really sugary. So I don't know if when they say this has less sugar, does a regular Pepsi in America have more sugar than a regular Pepsi in England?
More than likely.
It's another one to try.
We're gonna
Yeah,
have to
but then
spend
again,
£16
that would
on
change the flavour, so a normal Pepsi from there may taste different to ours anyway.
We may need to test this.
This has got gum arabic in it as well. It's got different things that we'd never normally find in our standard Pepsi, and that's what I think is strange as well.
Yeah.
Also, it's got preservatives.
There's a lot of fireworks going on.
Freshness.
And it's only October.
Yes, near the 31st.
Which is Halloween, famous for their firework displays.
When? Really? None of you have ever let off fireworks on Halloween?
I normally save it for 5
Tobias,
days
you know
later.
what? You know what I do?
From then onward until they're all gone. Or my fingers are.
I've never set fireworks on Halloween because all I do on Halloween is watch Chairs of Horrors. That's all I do on Halloween.
That is.
I'm going to have to save this. I really am, because
Well-
I don't want to take the risk of knowing that I can't have it again.
It's up at the end
Well,
of the month,
yeah,
so you've got
if
till
you
then.
do
I'm going to celebrate at the end of the month and down the bottle. But it's just, I can't believe.
After
how
I've drunk,
this
I'm
is.
drinking the bottle.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, most definitely.
This is going.
As
on.
a
It's going
toast.
with. It's going to go with all my other beer bottles.
It deserves to be up there.
Yeah,
With all the
beer
beers.
bottles.
That one's going in the recycling. That
We're
one's...
going to feed this one to a snake. We're not.
For science.
We're not.
We're not.
I
We don't
think,
own a snake.
I think my closing statement on it would be that with Pepsi, there are more flavourings in it, and you can taste it. So I think, from purely the flavour point of view, it's slightly better, but it's very difficult to pick up on because it is slight.
Let there be light.
Whereas in terms of the cleanness and the mouthfeel of Crystal Pepsi, the Crystal is a lot better than the regular Pepsi. And I think the difference in that is a lot more drastic than the difference in their flavourings. So I think as a drink itself, Crystal Pepsi is better than regular Pepsi.
I'm not going to lie, I thought when you were saying how clear and crystal it was, you were going to go into
How
another...
crystal it was.
Yes. Well, no.
So crystal,
I
it says
get
it
it.
on the
No,
label.
I thought you might go into 7-Up guy territory.
Oh, we mentioned
Please.
7-Up.
Do you know why it's called 7-Up?
That's for another video, Brad.
That's for a non-Pepsi video.
Yeah.
Actually, I forget the exact reason. I think it's something like there's
There was 7 different recipes or
se-
7
se-
ingredients.
7 ingredients or something like that. I'm not sure if that's correct, but there's 7 of something in it. And up is the direction the bubbles go.
Wow.
And you do realise we're on the internet, so people will either correct us or tell us we're right. So we got a 50-50 shot at this.
So that means there's
take your
people actually
votes.
watching this.
I like that. So you're stating something as a fact, and there's a 50-50 chance you're right. But the reason it's a 50-50 chance is because it's on the internet.
Yeah.
There's still a 50-50 chance that I'd be right.
And we're the only 5 subscribers to the channel.
So yeah, please subscribe as well.
So when we leave, all of us are going to go, yeah, about this debate.
I personally have tried Crystal Pepsi.
I think it seems like a pointless thing to do a video on, but I think, just drinking pop. But I think because of how big the Crystal Pepsi movement is, and there is a movement, there actually is a Crystal Pepsi movement.
There will be.
There is. There's petitions and everything.
I'll say a lot of them are led. A lot of them are led by LA Beast.
Just clear cola on a Pepsi.
Yeah.
LA Beast is, watch him. He's a fantastic YouTuber. Seeing as I've mentioned him, I might as well advertise him. Again, hashtag not sponsored.
Point to
I'll tell you, that might as well be your catchphrase.
Yes.
What, hashtag not
Hashtag
sponsored?
not sponsored.
Until
This is the only video I think I've ever said it in.
This is sponsored by hashtag not sponsored.
Yeah,
It's
until
sponsored by nothing. Nothing.
until you
Don't buy it.
until you actually get
Sponsored by
sponsored.
my mother. Who says that I'm a lovely young man?
Who says my videos are great?
Oh gosh.
Anyway,
Well, let's conclude this.
conclude this. Brad,
I've given my conclusions. I think
Crystal, or
stronger flavour, much cleaner taste, feels better in your mouth, and I think that difference is bigger than that difference. And for me, that makes this a better drink.
So you prefer?
I agree with that, with one addition. It's a slightly bigger bottle.
Yeah, you get
No, but
more.
that's actually,
If they had
you've
us
got
in a bigger bottle,
slightly
though.
more.
Oh,
Oh, now that throws the whole thing
You know
out
what?
of
I
Keita.
really wish that we could have got a 2-litre bottle, purely because I like the design of them, because you've got this big clear 2-litre bottle with just a blue bit at the bottom. Don't know why, but it's there.
Okay.
And that turns me on. Closing statements.
I enjoyed it.
Cut to credit.
Just that.
No, come back.
Credits.
Careful.
That's my honest statement.
Adam looks deep in thought there.
I'm going to be simple because
Well,
I
I
know
think
Adam's going to
he's
go
made it
into complete
perfectly clear.
detail.
You've made it perfectly clear
I'm
before.
just thinking of the
Yeah.
credits now. Host Brad Parsons, co-hosts Adam, Aiden, John, Stephen. Drink Crystal Pepsi.
Drink the Crystal
Hashtag
Pepsi.
not sponsored.
Sponsored by Crystal Pepsi. Buy a Crystal Pepsi. It's very nice. Hashtag not sponsored by Crystal Pepsi. Crystal Pepsi logo.
With a hashtag not sponsored in it.
Trademark, limited, copyright, all that bollocks.
I'd just like to say that please have a look at the movement for Crystal Pepsi, because I think it's something that at least every Brit needs to try. Oh my gosh, it's a miracle!
Oh, if only got some invisible wire. Look at the movement. Crystal Pepsi.
Happy Halloween!
Put that in. We'll do that.
No, I genuinely think it should be something that every Brit should try. Just
If only there was enough of it.
Every
Yeah.
Brit should try, except for the
every
fact that you
Brit.
can't.
We paid £16.
No, I think it's because
It's something
Oh,
every
they
Brit
did.
should be able to try.
All of it now,
Yeah.
someone wrote in the comments. How much did you pay for this?
No, I think it really is something that if every Brit could try it, they should, because it is an experience. Because to me, this pales in significance to that completely.
It is one of those things where it's rare for Americans to try it because they stopped bringing it out back in '93. And they've only had last year's release and this year's release to try it, and there was a limited supply, so a lot of people still wouldn't have. It's even rarer that someone from the UK will have tried it.
That's one thing.
And when I say it was released in America, I mean America and Canada.
If any of you,
Make sure I'm not wrong on my
if any person actually sees this and has tried Crystal Pepsi and has gone to the same lengths that we have, and you are a Brit or you're from somewhere else in the world and you ever
Perhaps
come
you're
round to it-
Chinese, who knows?
Yeah, if you have tried it, please let us know your thoughts and feelings on the subject as well.
But write it in English because we can't read Chinese.
We can Google Translate and that's about it.
Yeah, like that's gotta work. Last time I
Mandarin.
just like I translated home base, it turned into my mother as a hamster. This is a bona fide fact.
And did it also say that your father smelt of elderberry?
No, no, it didn't.
I just I can't get over it. You know how they say don't meet your heroes.
Pepsi Man!
It's beautiful.
What a horrible, horrible game that was.
God, you know what? It would be fantastic now if, as a surprise, we had LA Beast walk on. That's not going to happen, I'm afraid.
And again, link
Never meet your heroes. He comes on, punches you in the face.
again, link for him is in the description.
Yeah.
Well, I've mentioned him, so I'll put a link. If anyone's managed to see this, searching for Crystal Pepsi, they'll almost certainly have already found him.
Yeah, because who can forget the image?
Let's face it, he's a lot more famous on YouTube than I am.
Well, I think what we should do is at least send him not a copy, but a link.
I recorded this on VHS.
Send him a link so he can watch it and
Just send-
add it to the movement.
Send him a tape in the post. I hope you have a
Add it to the
Betamax
movement.
player.
Well, VHS and Betamax were different.
I know. I decided to go back a step further.
Oh.
Make it even more retro.
I think we need to.
I think we need to draw to a conclusion. It's been going on for too
This is
long.
going to be a bastard to edit.
It's great. There we go. My conclusion's done.
I'm going to have another.
I thought we were just going to end it with cheers.
We'll do it with the flutes. Cheers.
Friends, may your hearts stay as pure as this drink.
Thank you.
Let us enjoy our crystal and then go inside and enjoy some meth.
Cheers to that.
Goodbye.
And join the movement, because I think I will now.
I am.
I already have.
Anyway, that's all. You can fuck off now.
Right, where's that meth?
I hear
Pub?